Hello, and thank you for checking out my channel, Xion Productions. And today I am going to be teaching you how to play the race. The race is a game that I created. It's a drag racing game. When you open up the box, you can see the different components. We dump those out. So you have this scoreboard component. The scoreboard keeps track of the different winners of each of the heats. The race is played in different heats. You're going to have a finish line and a starting line. So this game is modular. There's some filler tracks depending on how many players you're playing. You add one more track than the amount of players you're playing. That's the recommended, but you can do whatever you want. So for shorter, longer games, you can have more or less track. So for this example today, I'm just going to do a two-player game. So in that instance, you would have 3 pieces of track. You put your scoreboard up there, set the other track pieces aside, and then we're going to play with blue. So you have these little race cars. Put them at the starting line, and then you take your matching dice and these cubes. You set your dice to the side and you put your cube on the starting line of the scoreboard, and you save 1 cube on the side. That is going to be your boost token or tracking cube. We'll cover boosting later, and then we'll also have black. So then we put black up there. Black takes the dice and their boosting cube. And then we also have what is this extra dice. It's an 8-sided dice. This will be used for your boosting, which we'll cover later. And also you just roll it every turn, and we'll show how that works in a second. So that dice you assign to a player. We'll have blue roll it. It doesn't really matter who rolls that each turn. Anybody can roll it. Set the rest of the components aside. So this is a basic setup of the race for a 2-player game. As I said, you can use more or less track if you'd like. This is the recommended setting. The goal is to get to the finish line first. Each race is called a heat. Whoever wins the heat goes up in the scoreboard until you reach the finish line on the scoreboard. That's the ultimate winner. So you have to win 5 heats to become the ultimate winner. To play, everybody plays simultaneously. You all take your turns together, and so that looks like is you all take your dice, you keep your boost cubes on the side for when you want to use them, and you all roll your dice. So what you're going to do is everybody takes a look at their dice and see if it matches. If they match, you don't move. If any number matches any other number, you don't get to move this turn. So in this case, nobody got a match, so blue gets to move 6 and black gets to move 5. And then we just keep going. Here's a perfect example. They each rolled a 2. Black rolled a 2, blue rolled a 2. So that means nobody gets to move this turn. So then you just proceed on to the next turn. Now we got a 6 and a 5 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you might ask, what is the point of that 8-sided dice? Well, it just throws more chance to not move into the mix, especially when you're playing on a 2-player game like this. It adds an extra variable to the game. And it also doubles as the boosting dice. So in this case, as long as you moved during your turn, you can boost. And to do so, after you've rolled and moved, you can declare, I want to boost. In that case, blue is going to say, I want to boost, because he's pretty close to the finish line, and you have a 1 through 8 on the D8. So he has a pretty good chance to cross the finish line. So you declare you're going to boost, put your boost token on the scoreboard by your color, and then you get to roll the boosting dice, this 8-sided dice, and see what you get. Ooh, unfortunately, he got a 1. So he only moves 1. But so now black also moved this turn, and being that blue just boosted, he's going to decide, well, maybe I'll see if I can cross the finish line. So he's going to use his boost token, roll the boost dice. He gets a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, just shy of the finish line. So we're going to roll all the dice again and see who wins. So we got a 6, a 2, and a 5. That means nothing matches. Everybody goes. So black goes 6. He crosses the finish line. Blue goes 2. 1, 2. And he unfortunately does not cross the finish line. So that means black is the winner. Black's token, scoreboard token, goes up one space on the scoreboard track. So he's 1 heat closer to being the ultimate champ. That is the basic rules for playing the race. It's pretty quick, it's easy, it's a great filler game. There is a sudden death rule though. If, let's say, both blue and black cross the finish line at the same time, and you know, if they tie, if there is a tie, whoever won, both goes, they each gain a point on the scoreboard. So in this case, let's say we were neck and neck and they both won the final heat. They both go into the ultimate victory. Well, now we're playing in sudden death to see if we can find out who the ultimate victor is. In that case, you reduce down to 2 tracks. So the start and finish line, we're going to make this a real quick race. And again, you just go at it, including the 8-sided dice, just like normal. If you're playing 3 or 4 players and a couple of the players aren't involved in the sudden death match, they still roll their dice as well. It just creates an extra variable and more intensity in this final heat. So we roll. Now this is a prime example where the 8-sided dice canceled out the black player's roll, but the blue player gets to go anyway. So blue gets to go 1, black got canceled out. Now in this case, sorry, you get your boost tokens back after each heat. In this case, since black didn't go, since he didn't move, he can't boost this turn. But blue did move, he can boost. So this is a perfect example of strategy. You can, in this case, blue's going to boost, especially with the short track. He's got a good chance of getting ahead. Black can't boost, so he's going to use his boost. Whoops, and he actually got an 8. Blue got an 8, so that's really going to help. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's already almost at the finish line, almost the ultimate champ. So let's see what happens. Oh no, black got canceled again. Blue crosses the finish line. And that's the fun of it. That's you just never know what's going to happen. Blue becomes the ultimate champ in sudden death, and that is how you play the race. So please consider buying the race. There will be links in the description below. Remember to subscribe to my channel and like and favorite and share. And if you do have the race, let me know in the comments below. Tell me how you like it. And keep YouTubing it up.